From the sands of Namibia, Africa, to the frozen portions of Greenland, to nearly everywhere in between. To say professional photographer Arthur Ruffino has seen the world is an understatement.
I was traveling constantly, and right up to almost the time of right at the time when I fainted.
One day, Ruffino's heart gave out. He had two choices.
Either I undertook the LVAD procedure, or I was going to be recommended for the hospice.
He chose the LVAD, the left ventricular assist device. Essentially, a large battery pack you wear on the outside that connects to your heart and keeps it pumping on the inside. His surgeon, Dr. Brian Bethea, one of the regional medical directors with Tenet, Florida Heart and Vascular Network, says if he hadn't come in when he did,
he unfortunately would not be with us today, and he probably would not have been with us about 2 weeks later.
Fortunately, he was helped in time and was actually the first LVAD patient in Palm Beach County.
We can actually perform that through 2 small incisions.
And that sets Tenet Florida Heart and Vascular Network apart from other South Florida networks. Only 10% of LVAD centers in the country can perform the life-saving procedure with the small incisions and shorter recovery time.
This here is...
Around the same time Ruffino was being treated by the team, so too was Rick Foster.
He was not necessarily always aware of what was happening.
I was circling the drain.
Rick Foster was fighting a life-threatening infection, his wife by his side.
I wasn't feeling right. I think I was running a high fever. I was having a little trouble breathing.
Couldn't lie back. Every time he lied back, he couldn't breathe.
His cardiologist, Dr. Eric Lieberman, managed the potential heart failure while Rick fought the infection.
I told Dr. Lieberman I'll take him anywhere I can get him. Let's just not let him go.
Dr. Lieberman is also one of the regional medical directors with Tenet Florida Heart and Vascular Network. Dr. Lieberman says Mr. Foster was in and out of an induced coma for nearly a month.
He was critically ill in the ICU for a period of 3 to 4 weeks, with a number of those days being rather touch and go.
Dr. Lieberman says it's the quality and team effort that helps save lives in South Florida.
Quality has to be the underlying driving force in medical care, and we place it at the forefront of what we do.
Lieberman heads the network with Dr. Brian Bethea and Dr. Bridge Manny, taking a team approach to collectively deciding the best plan for each patient. Dr. Manny says technology and research play a big part in the success of the network.
We've come such a long way in treating cardiovascular diseases.
The network doing research for every valve in the heart. The results?
We're seeing patients leave the hospital within 2 to 3 days after having a valve replaced in their heart, where typically they would have been hospitalized for 7 to 10 days.
Thanks to having access to the latest cutting-edge technology.
All these new technologies, they're coming, and they're coming rapidly.
Putting quality, team, research, and technology, plus passion into each surgery, changing and saving lives.
Dr. Lieberman fought as hard as I did. And the both of us literally each had an ankle and pulled him out of the drain. This guy has been to hell and back, medically. And for him to be sitting here, being able to verbalize it is a miracle.
As far as Mr. Ruffino?
He did fantastic, he did phenomenal.
But can he still live his passion of travel and photography? The answer is yes.
Great, because I finally saw the mountain peaks that I wanted to see.
Since his procedure, Ruffino was able to travel to Torres del Paine National Park in Chile, South America.
I was able to cross off something on my bucket list. So that made me happy.
Happy to continue traveling the world and bringing images to others, thanks to a life-saving team.
Life goes on, yes, life goes on.